Alright, folks, we are back for the final. Uh, heh. This is actually, most land with one spell are just straight up unkeepable. In this deck, with this specific spell, I kinda wanna keep it, to be honest. Because we have two Late Claim, two Serpent, very strong costly cards, two Illuminations. Now the thing is, if there's two or three land on top, we kinda lose. I think it's a mulligan, but I think it's closer than it looks and closer than it could be with other decks. This one is not great. I'm gonna keep and hope to draw a couple lands and islands if possible. They kept, and we'll keep that one. Essence Scatter, I would potentially keep if I had blue. No, I don't think so. We really need to hit land drop here. Damn. Well, this is the first game where I'm not feeling very confident. It might also be the first game where we mulligan, actually, because so far we've been quite lucky. And if they are playing white red aggro, or even white green aggro, things could, go poorly for us very quickly. Land is not the worst, but I wish this was blue, obviously. Okay, sure. If we can draw blue next turn, that'd be lovely. Unwavering Initiate. Blue? Nah. Alright, well. This might be a classic case of mulliganing into nothing. Into death. Sacred Cat, not the most threatening card on turn 4. Another blue spell, not the best draw, with 3 swamps on the battlefield. Thing is, if we just draw 1 blue because of the illumination and all of our cards, we are kind of getting out of trouble pretty quickly. It might be a little bit too slowly now. Well, if they don't play anything here, we are actually potentially not in the worst shape. If we had drawn blue. Now that we didn't, I'm not sure. Alright. We are kind of getting somewhere. Next turn, if we draw land, we could go for Pitiless Vizier plus leave at the other illumination. And the opponent seems, I don't know, maybe flawed at. Also, Angler Drake is pretty great at giving you tempo back, so yeah, maybe this is not over. Until they cast up an unbeatable 6-drop here, but the opponent has been, I don't know, maybe they have a ton of removal in hand, or they are very flawed at. Not entirely sure, but we might still be in this game somehow. The worst case scenario, I mean, there's a ton of bad things that could happen, so it might not be the worst case scenario, but one of the bad things that could happen here is if they have a cast out, because cast out don't really care about us being indestructible. Looks like they don't have cast out though. Also, well, I guess if they play a second Greater Sandworm here, we might be able to just get our second blue and play Angler Drake and something along these lines. Seraph of the Suns. This is gonna be difficult to beat. We probably need to cycle here. I mean, yeah, we need to cycle. We need to hit that Angler Drake or we'll be in trouble. Okay. Well, I can also draw my second Late Claim. I mean, this is something. Alright, yeah. This game is not over. So here, if they want to attack and use a trick to, attack through the Drake, basically, then they will probably not be able to recast the Seraph unless their trick is the 1 mana +2/+2. So there is that. And if they just want to use a Ringwall on Drake, we can still block with Vizier. But they just recast the Angel, which was the more likely scenario, I guess. I think we need to dig towards the second Lake Claim, most likely, if we want to have a shot, or the Archfiend. So this currently costs 5. If I Unburden first, it's gonna cost 4, but we have nothing to do with the extra mana. So I think we actually just play the Snake, and we'll cycle end of their turn. There's no reason to cycle right now. Even if we were to draw Lake Claim, we could not cast it after cycling. And this way we have Unburden. This way we have the Indestructible Vizier if this becomes necessary. The cool news is that between Angler Drake and Aven Initiate, well, I guess Angler Drake is no more a thing now, and not a thing as Trump. I was gonna say that between these two we have a couple turns of chump block in front of us, but now obviously it's not the case anymore. However, if we can steal that 5/5 indestructible trampled creature, might have a shot. Gus Walker, alright. Yeah, we need to draw it basically now, though, I believe. Commit Memory. Well, that does buy time. I wish I had 8 lands, so I could play Initiate, trade with Gus Walker, and Commit Memory the Angel. Since I cannot do that, and I need to Commit Memory the Angel, the question becomes, what do I do? What do I play? I could play Heckma Sentinels, it doesn't do a whole lot. I could Wander Index my own Drake, but I don't really need to do that yet. I think I might just want to cycle that anyway, because again, finding Archfiend or our second Lake Claim is probably our best way to win. So I think we just pass here, actually. No, actually we need to play a blocker. This way, if they have a Ringwall, we don't die. Because we are taking 3 from Gus Walker. And this means that if they use a Ringwall and we only have 1 blocker left, we die from the Sacred Cat. We block the Initiate and we die. So I think we need the 3rd blocker here, so we can beat a Ringwall potentially. This is looking pretty green, but it's not over. And we could Commit Memory to get rid of the Angel, at least put it somewhere else in their library. The thing is, they can just redraw it of the 7 card, and I think if we give 7 card at to the opponent at this point, and they get to cast their cards first, we'll just increase our chance to win, to lose drastically. So I don't think it's gonna be the move, but I guess it could be an option. But I think what we want to do is, Commit Memory, and then next turn play Initiate, play Lab Guardian, cycle Wandering Death, and try to find that the demon or the second Lake Claim. Not sure what the opponent is doing. Can I resolve that? Kerbob, are you there? Hello? Maybe they just went to, I don't know, make a coffee, something along these lines. I'm just gonna pour a little bit of iced tea in my glass. Homemade iced tea. Very good, very good. And I guess we'll wait. I'm gonna wait like 30 more seconds maybe, and if they are not there, well, I'm gonna pause. I mean, I can't repost the video again. I think I've said that in the past quite extensively, but I'm using OBS as my recording software, and you cannot pause videos with OBS, which is just very annoying. But on the other hand, OBS is really good for pretty much everything, and the only issue is this, inability to post a video. So yeah, I guess we'll just stop recording and I'll make a new video maybe. Alright, they are back. Good. Appreciated. Sorry about the small break. Maybe they had a door to answer, something along these lines. Yep. And here, if they have any pump spell, we die. But like, I mean, there's no way we can play around that. So, all right, looks like we are dead. Not exactly sure from what. A Vizier of Deferment. Well, we are not dead then. It means we need to top deck that much faster, but we are not dead. If they drop another creature, they might end up with a board that's a little bit too big, though. Yeah, I think, yeah. I guess we can deploy 5 blocker. No, never mind. We are missing 1 mana. Well, yeah, actually we can. I'm stupid. We don't need... Well, no, we die from the other flyer. I guess we can cycle, but I don't think we have any out. But, I mean, I'm not giving that a lot of information by cycling Wandering Death. You're a little bit late. As were the lands early on. Alright, well, this is gonna be game. This feels like a pretty good matchup, though. Like, looks like kind of a slow white-green deck since they have Seraph, and I think, yeah, a very good, white-green super aggro draw could beat me, but if they have more of a mid-range draw like they had this time, we should be in pretty good shape. I don't mind Winds of Rebuke in this matchup, potentially, but I don't really know what I would cut for that. I guess Illusory Wrapping actually deals with the Seraph, so there is that. I mean, they get an O2 Indestructible Flying Blocker, but I think our deck can kill through that, so I don't think it's a big deal. I'm not gonna play 2, though. I think we'll just keep the same deck and hope to not mulligan and hit our land drop. Well, I mean, better than last time at least. Okay, well that's great. That's great. A sniper and a bunch of cyclers. The dream. They call it the dream. I mean, I might have to cycle. Even... Well, I guess now that I drew a land, no, I can just wait. I'm attacking here because there's nothing they can do. If they don't play anything, I'm not gonna attack next turn because I don't want them to have impeccable timing. And since we are hitting land drop, I'm not gonna cycle either. And if they just never play anything, fine. They can play a Vizier of Deferment here, so again, I'm not gonna attack, but I mean, it's not like a 2-2 is gonna raise our Even Initiate. And I have 2 elimination, I have a late claim, so if they don't apply any pressure and don't do anything relevant, you know, this will eventually be bad for them, so I don't really mind being there. Like, the standstill is fine with me. Gus Walker, yep. As we draw more lands, drawing more lands kind of make me wanna hardcast elimination of recycling, and they do have the impeccable timing. Alright, I'm happy I did not attack into that. I'm gonna cycle 1 elimination right now. Just see if I draw a 3-drop or something. And if I draw land... No, I think I'm still gonna cycle the other one. I feel like killing the Gus Walker is probably better than just getting 1 random card out of my deck. By doing that, I'm more likely gonna be slightly flooded, but we have Even Initiate in the graveyard plus late claim, so I'm not too worried actually. And Burden, not bad. I mean, at this point, anything that cycles is pretty good, basically. Binding Mummy, sure. Archfiend. Well, hello there. White-green generally doesn't have a great answer to Archfiend unless they have cast out, because the fight spell, not ideal against a 5-4. Compulsory rest, not ideal either. Chef at Monitor. Seems like a pretty good card to steal. I mean, you could want to keep a claim for their Angel, but I think that with Archfiend and 2 cyclers in hand, we are actually not that worried about the Angel. And we have Sniper, so basically if they play Angel, we can just sweep their board next turn. Okay, good. Thing worked out well here. I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure they had all these 2-drop, but they did not really want to play them because of the Sniper, but I'm not sure they can afford to do that. Like, at some point you have to do something, right? Because here they gave me enough time where my late game was just gonna crush them pretty much no matter what. So on the draw, Winds of Rebuke is slightly better because I'm slightly more worried about getting tempoed out or aggroed on the draw. But I still don't really know what I would cut for that. Wrapping is pretty bad against Exert Creature. I mean, it's not very good. And they do have a dismount of Exert Creatures. It's also... yeah, I don't know. It's also bad if they have Deferment Vizier because they can attack and remove the wrappings. It seems kind of bad in this matchup, actually. It's not very good against the Angel. It does deal with big green creatures, though. Do I like Winds of Rebuke more? Meh. No, I'm just gonna submit that. It seems good. This deck is just gorgeous. It might be a little bit soft to against very aggressive base red deck, I think, but everything else I think is completely beatable. Do we keep that? Yeah. I have no fear. Again, I'm not sure if this one is a keeper or not. It is very close. Since we top deck land, you know, now I look like a god, but it might have been wrong. But in a deck with a ton of cycler on the draw, like, things cannot go that awfully for you. At least you hope they can't. And then they can. Let's play Labguard. I could leave up Sensor, but in general, in Limited, you'd rather just play your thing, because there's a chance they just don't play anything relevant here. You know, leaving up Counterspell is not always the answer. And here, if they wanna impeccable timing my Lab Guardian, they can do so. Yep. You got him. He died. In a lot of suffering. Yeah, same reasoning here. Though I guess 4 drops are slightly more threatening than 3 drop. It is close. But there's also a chance I need to end up cycling that Sensor because I'm short on lands. Geez, the open deck is kind of slow. I don't really know what they are doing, but it feels like white-green should not be, you know, not playing any creature, basically. Strange. I think we cycle Unburden here. I want to hit my land drop. Alright, well I did not, I guess. They could have a Vizier of Deferment, in which case, well, I don't really care. And we'll play Sniper. Now if they play a very good and threatening 5-drop, we could be in trouble. But I think at this point you really need to cycle to try hitting your land drop. Oh, they are playing some black. No Colossapede, please. Ah, even worse. Yeah, we are not really beating that right now. Ah, unfortunate. With some lands we could do things, but here it's just very clunky. I think we attack with Skirmisher. I don't think they are blocking. Because if I have 2 Cycler, they lose their Beetle. And the Skirmisher is dying next turn anyways. And then we probably... It's so close. I'll probably need to cycle and try to hit the land drop though. Kinda feel like we need to steal this Beetle to beat it. And we are not really close. It's not applying a ton of pressure, but it's just killing everything. And if they play some more things, we are in trouble too, obviously. The snake actually can trade with it, and it costs 4, so we can just hardcast that next turn and hope to trade. Colossapede is annoying. I'm not gonna cycle Lake Claim. I think... yeah. Well, we got the first couple land drop, but now we are getting punished for keeping a 1-lander, I guess. And here, if they just have 1 removal, we probably lose, because we'll have to take pretty much 9, and then it's gonna be tough to come back. However, if we can trade the snake for one of their creature, we might have a shot. Yeah, I guess they have a trick. I mean... what can you do, though? Yep. No creature, please? Eh, that would be too much to ask for. Too much to ask for. Yeah, definitely got a bit greedy. Keeping this 1-lander, and now we are getting punished. So I guess we need to cycle that now. Hit a land drop. Chum block the Colossapede, take 6, take 7. down to 5. I'm not even sure we can. I don't think there's any way out, but I'm still gonna try to play it. But I don't really see what we can do here. This feels like a pretty decent matchup, though, because again, our late game seems stronger than their late game, and we have those late games that really are great against big creature. But yeah, got a little bit greedy with the keep, I guess, and missing land drop is just awful here. I'm not even sure we have an out. Like, we would need them to have 3 lands in hand and us to draw perfectly for the next 3 turns, something like that. A 3/3 fly is probably gonna be game. Yeah, alright, that's gonna be GG. Oh well. Eh, feels bad, but on the other hand, I could have mulligan into a hand with more lands and we would have ended up in a better spot, so I got greedy, but you know, this was still fun. I hope you enjoyed the draft. Thank you for watching and see you for another one.